What's up, everybody? Just got to get this joint rolled before we jump into this watch party. I hope you all are doing all right today.
I know you hate me. I've been feeling stuck on a daily. Nigga, I know luck, want you to save me, but you don't have no love because you're faking. I know you hate me. I know you hate me. Hate me. Hate me. I've been feeling stuck. I've been feeling blocked. Too much going for my mind. My brain's on lock. Wish I had more time to be the nice. Put the clock on rewind, real what we got. Real what I've seen. Is it worth the means? Means to forgive all the bad things. And when I feel as good, it's colder than the pain. It's colder than the pain. It's in the dreams. I'm just trying to stay clean. Vision that it makes you happy. I have just been listening. You're the king of all the things I wish I could see. All I don't do is see. All I don't want to cause I know you hate me. I've been feeling stuck on a daily. Think I had no love, want you to save me, but you don't have no love because you're faking. I know you hate me. Said you were starstruck, you were playing with my heart. Got it playing, now you're faking, and I'm faking.
I'm trying to figure out why Twitch keeps giving me notifications about my own stream. And first of all, this is on YouTube. And second of all, I haven't streamed on Twitch in a minute. It is constantly telling me to conjugate streams on Twitch. And I'm like, I'm aware I stream on Twitch, but I haven't done it recently, so is someone logging into my account doing it for me? Alright, we got the joint ready. Alright, appreciate you all for tuning in to this How to Roll a Joint watch party. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Is what I would say if I was jerking y'all chain. Now that we got this ready, let's jump right on into the video, which has to be about Kai Cenat and his fake rebranding. Let's go. I got two videos here, but this one's 40 minutes long, and this one here is just 25, so I'm knocking this one out first. But anyway, hope you all got y'all smokes and vapes and drinks and whatever with me. Hell, if you got your breakfast, let's get it. Cheers. And it is by Internet Arcanist. Anarchist. I said Arcanist. Jesus Christ. That's a different word. Arcanist. I'm gonna see what that means. Anyway, yeah. The name of the video is Why Kai Cenat's Fake Rebranding is Failing. Let me get some coffee in me because I can already hear the difference when I don't have it. Ooh. Coil Ray humiliates new boyfriend. Oh, I gotta check that out. Cause that's baby right there. Coil Ray, Ice Spice, Pink Pantress. Not in that fucking order, by the way. But them three is bae. Top three. Top fucking three. I don't give a goddamn. If you had to ask me who my personal number one is, it's tough. It's literally between Pink Pantress and Ice Spice, but I'm more likely leaning towards Pink Pantress. Because she's more conservative than Ice Spice. And there is the link for the video, and let's jump on in. Don't forget to give them the like as well. And yeah, I'm subscribed to my other profile. That's why I'm like, why am I not subscribed? On my other profile I am. Anyway, let's go.
Kai Cenat is currently facing a firestorm of negative backlash after announcing he would be taking a hiatus from streaming to become a clothing designer.
I'm getting to make my own clothing brand.
Okay.
And you know what's funny too? I looked at Kai Cenat's locks, and I looked at it, and I was like, I don't know why. Don't fucking ask me this. Don't put it in the comments. How did you know? I just had a very weird, strange feeling. Something inside me was telling me he's gonna cut his hair. Because you look at all the motherfuckers who had locks, me excluded. I'm talking about motherfuckers who were up there in status and fame and all of that. Like, I really don't know why he cut his hair. Me personally, I cut my hair because I was getting tired of the heat that will be attached with it, you know, especially living in Florida. Having all of that on your head will create heat, believe it or not. And then also I always had to cover my head when eating, sleeping, and showering. Minor shit, I know. But even then, the reason why I got locks to begin with was because I didn't like combing my hair. I'm tender-headed. Still am. But I'm finding ways around that, and now I'm going to start combing my hair more. And be on the lookout, because I'm not getting locked. I'm not going to say not. But I don't believe I'm getting locks again. And we're going to be getting some other styles in the future. But let's jump back in.
You want to learn.
After uploading videos of himself struggling to read, filming a 240p video despite being a multi-millionaire, and showing off his dream journal to outside press, people online seem to have enough of Kai, calling him performative and corny. Even Soulja Boy commented on the situation, saying, "The jig is up. WTF happened to Kai Cenat?"
The jig is up. Oh my god. Respectfully, the jig been up. It's just that now more people are looking at Kai Cenat because more people are talking about him. So it's like the more people are going to talk about you. They say all publicity is good publicity, but realistically, this ain't good publicity when everyone's calling you a clone, you a sellout, you sold your soul, you're fake, all this other shit.
The last time I talked about Kai Cenat, I said that that's the thing about slow, steady reputational damage like the kind Kai is facing. It doesn't take a career overnight. Instead, it gradually makes people stop caring about the person they once supported, and that's exactly what happened. But instead of slowly declining into irrelevancy, it seems that the months of growing resentment have finally climaxed into the negative reaction we are seeing. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries.
No, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. I think Kai is coming up on a mental break, because the man is perpetually online. His life is lived online. See, one thing I don't think I would ever do is a 24-hour stream or put all of my life like that online, because it leaves nothing to the imagination. Niggas know exactly what you're doing on a day-to-day, every day. That's not good. Privacy is gone. Doesn't exist any fucking more. Gotta go around with bodyguards and shit just because, you know, like, bruh. It's one thing to be popular, and then it's another thing to be idolized, because that's what that motherfucker is, idolized. When this man went to New York just to hand out PS5s, man created a fucking mob, a riot, damn near. So it's like, when you get in that position of power, you really have to be mindful of, like, every little thing. Everything you do and say has a ripple effect, not just on you, but the people around you and the people who watch you.
And today, we'll be diving into why and how the public opinion on Kai Cenat has taken a turn for the worse.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. You're a kid. Code. Interesting. Can it generate reports?
Last time I talked about Kai Cenat, the internet was torn between remembering him as streaming's most genuine success story and seeing him as one of the fakest personalities on the platform. For years, Kai...
I know those mariachi band players were looking at him like, what the fuck is this? Fans find old footage of a younger Kai Cenat dancing like he's Chris Brown. Young Kai Cenat dancing like Chris Brown. And I mean, peep him in high school, though. Dude had drip. He had the fit, even though it's uniform, it's clean. He had the watch, he had shades, earring, mohawk. Nigga was styling before he even had the money. Gee.
Was celebrated as the kid who beat the odds, coming from financial struggle, grinding YouTube since his early...
And wholeheartedly, this could have been the homie's glasses, the homie's watch, but he made it work. And then look, humble beginnings. You see dude right here, Kai Cenat, on Fortnite, and you see me on YouTube doing my videos. So it's like, hey, help a nigga get to that level, but not be like that nigga, you know? Hit that sub button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Let's run it up. On me.
And eventually exploding on Twitch through AMP and his record-breaking Mafia-thon streams. Fans loved his energy, generosity, and the sense that he was still just a regular guy enjoying life with...
That is not Obama. That is a fake Obama.
Last year, that image has steadily cracked. Not because of one catastrophic scandal, but through a long chain of smaller missteps. Viewers point to his half-kept promise to rebuild a school in Nigeria, his silence during major charity events like Team Water, and his sudden distancing from Aiden Ross after years of benefiting from his platform. The disrespect shown towards streamer Jinxie during a planned tournament, along with...
Nah, he did Jinxie dirty. Fuck Mr. Beast. Fuck Aiden Ross. He did Jinxie dirty, bro. For those who don't know, and I'm sure he's gonna go over it in this clip just in case he doesn't. Long story short, Jinxie, this guy here, another popular streamer, set up a tournament on a game, Clash of Clans, with Kai Cenat and a few other people. As soon as Jinxie gets in the fucking call, the group call, everybody fucking ignores him. And then Kai Cenat literally ghosts him, like goes AF fucking K, to do an IRL stream. So understand this. He did just what I'm doing right now. Set up the camera and everything. Got everything ready. And hit live or start streaming. Whatever the fuck. And then not even halfway through, like a little while after that, he stops, ends the stream, get off the call, get up, and then go do an IRL stream. And, you know, Jinxie felt hella disrespected and shit. He's like, you know, fuck this. I'm gonna just go to the gym. I'm gonna see y'all later. He got off stream too. And then everyone hopped over on Kai's chat and was just spamming El Kai, El Kai. And he's like, what's everyone saying El Kai for? And I'm like, dude, you just sat here and agreed to do this stream with this other popular streamer and then fucking ghosted him. And everyone saw that shit. It's not like you did it in text messages where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then never pull up to the event or whatever. No, you pulled up to the event, looked at the nigga across the way, heard him screaming at you or whatever, or talking to you. Music wasn't even playing loud. You was just with your group. And then you said, you know what, this ain't it. This ain't the scene. I'm out. Now see now's dip. And respectfully so, niggas saw that and said, yo, El Kai. Because what the fuck?
Accusations of bot-inflated viewership within his circle only strengthens the narrative that...
And we ain't even talking about the bots. Listen, I am wholeheartedly, firmly believing every top streamer, every top YouTuber, Twitch, Kick, it don't matter what platform. I personally feel if you got over 1 mil, even then nowadays and age, if you got over 700,000, I feel like niggas are view botting. I used to think after a motherfucker got 1 million subs, they're like, okay, now I can start view botting. Motherfuckers won't know who is who and how many is bots. At this point, I feel like niggas are doing that shit at 100 subs, 300 subs. And then it's like, oh, yesterday they had 100 subs, now they got 1,000, 2,000. Who the fuck's watching them? You look at the chat, it's spamming nonsense garbage that don't even make sense to the topic that's on the video right now or whatever. Hey, that's why I ain't paying for engagement. I get my shit all natural and organic. If y'all here, y'all heal. If y'all not, y'all not.
Kai now moves
And I fuck with y'all if y'all do.
Many longtime fans feel his reactions are rehearsed, his content overly corporate, and his personality molded to fit celebrity culture rather than the community that raised him. Despite this, months before...
No, because see what's crazy is he started out making content for the relatable person, you and me. But the bigger he got and the faster he grew, he started making content for people more of his caliber. And then it's like, because if he's sitting here making videos for you and me, the lower tier scum, he can't connect with the higher tier people, the motherfucking elites that's plugged in, like Jaden Smith and Will Smith and all of them. But that's why he had to pivot and, oh, now I got Kevin Hart on my stream. I got LeBron James. I got fucking this person, that person, Drewski, like Bill Ida Zayed's guy. Like, bruh, you say what you want. I don't give a goddamn. Bill Nye didn't do that out the kindness of his heart. Bill Nye didn't come out here and say, I want to go on Kai Cenat stream and teach people about something. No, that nigga got a bag. What the fuck is you talking about? At his age, this nigga only operating on bags, period. He ain't doing shit out of the kindness of his heart no more. Because his time is money.
Before Kai's attempted rebrand, his career appeared to be at an all-time high. He had just shattered records by reaching 1 million Twitch subscribers during his grueling Mafiathon 3 stream. For those of you that don't know, Mafia...
This shit too, the fucking real Miles Morales. It's like, realistically, he is on the lower tier, you and me level. But because he's, what's the word? Viral, not necessarily controversial, but because he's viral, Kai's like, yeah, let's bring him on. He's gonna make content, and he does.
Thon was a massive 30-day subathon stream on Twitch, designed to maximize audience interaction, break streaming records, and generate massive revenue. Launched in 2023, the event featured 24/7 non-stop content, including celebrity guests, gaming, and elaborate skits, with viewer subscriptions extending the timer. On August 26th of last year, Kai would announce the final Mafia-thon, promising that it would be the best one yet, and for many viewers, it was.
That shit just looks fake. Like, Kai don't even look like the nigga to smoke a cigarette. So for you to just pop out with a fucking cigar is crazy. Oh, he's a boss, boss mob, boss mentality type shit. He looks like a boss. I'm like, no. If you know the nigga don't smoke cigarettes and he randomly pop out with a cigar, it just looks so fucking fake and forced and performative. Like, if you do this, you're not smoking. You need to actually take that motherfucker in. But why am I telling y'all? Y'all already know this.
I would announce the final Mafia-thon, promising that it would be the best one yet, and for many viewers, it was. Massive celebrities like Kevin Hart, Kim Kardashian, and LeBron James would join Kai and...
Can we just talk about Kim Kardashian? I'm sorry, but for a split second, just to go off on a slight tangent, I see that bitch with those glasses just like, what was her name? Amber Rose? And it's like, dog, when motherfuckers wear these ultra thick ass, big ass, black ass glasses that you just can't see the fuck out of, my first reaction is like, them motherfuckers on coke. I don't care. They on coke, they on Fenny. They could probably be on pills, but I just feel like the motherfuckers be on coke heavy. Sexy Red, like that's another one too. It's like, cause I watch motherfuckers' mannerisms, and the motherfucker on coke always gonna have the same mannerisms. I don't give a fuck. A lion gonna always be a lion, even when you cut the fur, you cut the mane off, you fucking paint it like a zebra. That bitch gonna always be a lion. It don't matter. They always gonna have the same actions, the same mannerisms. It's called seeing patterns.
His people on stream, as they entertained a live audience of hundreds of thousands of people. LeBron even cut Kai's dread that he had grown out for 10 years.
Okay, wait. When was the last one? The last one. Hold on. Last one. Last one, guys. Last one.
So what was the point of this? And then you got Agent over here. How long is gonna be? Wait, is that Agent or is that Agent? Because the fucking mouth is... all I see is the mouth and the locks. I literally cannot see... Pause, no Diddy or nothing like that. I literally can't see this nigga's eyes. I can't see this nigga's eyes. But this looks like Agent, but the build... no homo. That nigga is a little fat. Like... so either way, it's like you got Agent that got locks. You got Rakai that got locks, I believe, or starting to get locks. He doing whatever the fuck with his hair. So then he looking at Kai cutting his shit, and then he like, man, what I'm gonna do with my hair now? Because Rakai is a whole nother bag of crazy ass mixed nuts. I feel like he gonna touch on this in this video. We only 3 minutes deep, y'all. We got 20 more fucking minutes in this shit. It's a lot about this nigga to talk about. And it involves Rakai. It involves fucking... everything.
However, things weren't always perfect, and there were a few times when things went too far. In one instance, a live bird was being shown off to the camera, and for some reason, Drewski decided to throw a chair in the same direction the bird was. Now it's funny harassing animals on stream. Genuinely, who watches
I
this
mean,
stuff?
hold on. First of all, he wasn't harassing the bird. The bird was a casualty of war. You don't go on Twitter and then say, This one soldier, XYZ, shouldn't have suffered the death of the. He signed up for war. He knew what was going to happen. Not saying this bird signed up for war, but you don't make a whole sob story about one person when other people were also in the same situation. Like, look, literally a human took the hit of the chair before the bird. The bird didn't even get hit by the chair. The bird hit Kai in the fucking face, if anything. I'm going back to see, because I know it didn't poke him in the eye because the nigga still got his eye and shit, but like, yo, that was kind of close. Hit him in the mouth.
Now it's funny harassing animals on stream. Genuinely, who watches this garbage? Issues up.
But realistically, Drewski, what the fuck is you doing throwing a chair? You could throw a pillow. Alright, you know, a pillow just gonna bounce around. Nigga, you just threw a 10-pound chair. Not even 10 pounds. Like, you just threw a 5-pound chair. My nigga, what is you doing? 5-pound plus, depending on like how good, high quality the shit is. You can get some 10-pound chairs, don't get me wrong now, but I just ain't trying to call it 10 pounds and it ain't fucking 10 pounds.
Obviously only natural when it comes to a 24/7 stream. Not only are you streaming yourself literally 24/7, even while sleeping, for the hours that you are awake, you have to be entertaining all the time.
All the time.
Sometimes you even have to be entertaining while you sleep.
Get in. Stop. Bro, come on, bro.
Fucking up the rug.
Man, bro, you.
However, the reaction from audiences these clips gave off was less of a response to what was happening on stream and closer to a building exhaustion of seeing Kai changing personality as he achieved more success. To some audience members, it felt like Kai wasn't the same person that they started watching back when he was just a normal Twitch streamer in his bedroom. Now, he was with massive media giants like Mariah Carey and Ed Sheeran. Cracks were starting to form in the foundation, even if many watching didn't see it yet. Following the conclusion of Mafiathon 3, Kai announced that he would be taking a break from streaming now that the marathon was over. Fans had already expected this, as he had done something similar for his past.
And Mariah Carey can still get it too, I don't give a fuck.
Two Mafiathon streams, and streaming for 30 days straight has to be extremely mentally exhausting. Despite this,
so imagine doing it 3 times.
Kai to eventually come back to streaming a few weeks after Mafiathon had concluded. Previously, after Mafiathon 2, Kai had taken a 15-day break and returned shortly after. However, this time would be very different, as days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Fans slowly started wondering when exactly Kai would return for his regular streams. It's not like he was inactive on social media, but for some strange reason, he didn't say anything about when streaming would begin. Only epic tweets about being inspired by Naruto. I used to think anime was weird and think it was just a cartoon, but it has helped me build way more courage than I ever had before, and I'm only on the 2nd season. Naruto is a prime example of someone who truly believes in chasing your dreams, following your heart, and never giving up. After 4 months, Kai would finally break his silence on streaming, releasing a video titled "I Quit." This clearly clickbait title would at first